And that's from level.
Yeah, crazy. So here down the flying field with Nick, because I've got my first 3D printed jet to try and fly for the first time. This is the Mega Shark.
That's the one,
right,
yeah.
Nick? This is, how many versions does he do?
So he does a 50, a 64, a 70 and an 80, so 4.
4 different versions of the Mega Shark. This is Dirk on 3D Cults, and where a lot of people up there, well, lots of 3D printed designs, but Dirk has got quite a few, and this is one. Now this is the largest, because I thought I'm just going to go large right from the start. You've flown one already, right? A 50?
The 50, and Dad's actually got his 50 with him today.
Ah.
So we've got the 50 in the car.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the 50 is superb. Like, I mean, so we did, I think you had a video out on it previously, but it runs on a 50mm fan and a 4S 2200. But it's a beautiful plane. I mean, it just cuts through the air.
Right.
So,
now that's hand launch, isn't it?
it is. I got a dolly for mine.
Right.
So,
and you're doing a 70.
and I'm doing the 70 yet. So I'm fuselage done, and I've just done the ailerons. So I need to put the wings together now, and then electronics, and it should be good to go.
Right. So the one I've got here is 6S, and it's got an 80mm fan from a free wing Avanti, which I've got loads of because I've had loads of free wing Avantis in my time. So it's nice to repurpose gear that I had. Everything else is from Formax, from George at Formax, who's our local hobby shop, if you like. But otherwise, printing this really easy. I had kind of a full start with 3D printing a few years ago with a different maker printer, but I've now got a Bambu Labs H2S. I've got a couple actually, and they are amazing. It's just so reliable and just bangs out print after print after print. So I've actually printed a couple of these. This is a red one. I've got a green one printed up as well, because I figure I'm going to learn a lot from this one. And the other one turned out a lot better actually, because I've been learning with your help, Nick. I've been learning all the different settings, because there are, when you get the STL file, which is the geometric shape design from the designer, from Dirk, download that, and then you have to put it through the Bambu Lab Studio, which slices it and turns it into G code, and that tells the printer what to do. So this is made up of 20 different parts, all of which you print out individually, and then glue it all together. So, but the benefit of 3D printing is, one, you can, it turns out like composite, so it's harder surface than foam, for example. So
Yeah,
it doesn't get any dings.
Like, on the wings, how thin you can get the wings, you know, compared to a foamy.
You wouldn't get that
Like,
with
you can't have trailing edges like that.
Yeah, and if you damage a part, you can just slice the old part off and 3D print a replacement. So there's got so many advantages, and the printers are getting better. The H2S is fantastic, and the filaments getting better, or even carbon infused filaments now that you can use. So we'll get onto that later with other prints. But let's get this in the air and let's see how this one flies, if it flies at all.
Good luck.
So other thing to add is I'm using my TX16S Mark III. This is the new Radio Master, all singing, all dancing radio. Very, very good. Going to be using that for all my models from now on. Turn that on.
Welcome to HTX.
Right, so if you want to come a bit closer, Nick, just show you in here. So one of the great things about this model is the ducting. So the ducting is a separate molded part that you slide in, as is the thrust tube. The fan is in here. This part comes off, which is nice. I got my big 6S 6000 pack in here, a Radio Master ER6. The only thing I don't like this, and I did mention this to Dirk, is the hinging method, because the hinging relies on you printing a 1.5mm hole all the way along the length of that elevon, and mine, it didn't do it too well. Yours, it did, Nick, quite well. And
Yeah, I took mine out with a drill actually. I put the put a push rod, basically a threaded push rod, into one end of it, and then slowly drilled it back through. So mine is hinged with the wire, but yes, we will see how it holds up. Mine's not finished yet.
Okay.
We should say it's got a centre wheel as well underneath. So the centre wheel there, obviously going to help with landing, but also should help hopefully take off. So my small 50 I have to dolly, but you can hand launch the 50, but this is obviously a bit on the larger side for hand launching.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So it's going to be hopefully straight off the wheel, much like a glider, I'd imagine, like a big scale glider.
And it's printed TPU, VarioShore TPU, is that right?
So this is actually eSun's version of VarioShore, but yeah, so it's a lightweight TPU, and then just printed off with that. And the good thing with that is the hotter you make it, much like with lightweight PLA, the more it expands. The more the softer it gets. So we can basically tune it to have what we want.
Yeah, it's good stuff. All right, let's...
Before my fingers drop off.
As we say, it is a very windy day today and probably a really good day for launching jets.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the windsock there.
Ready?
Go for it.
It's already going that way.
It's already going on the
Not
wheel.
steerable. That's because of the drag on that tip.
Yeah, need to get it going. Well, she's off.
Oh, hey, it's up.
It's flying.
Well, it's flying. I'm happy already. I'm happy already, Nick. It's flying.
That's it. It jumped off as well.
It did get off quite easy. Right, so I'm just trimming out. Come and stand with me, Nick.
The benefit of an 80mm fan, right? Just
Yeah,
a
the thrust.
huge abundance of power.
So I appreciate that you're not getting good views at the moment. Woo! Not bad. Just trying to trim it out. It's a horrible day for trimming out models.
Yeah, not good for trimming, not good for visibility. But it's flying.
Wow, it's pretty, I'd say it's pretty accurate as well, you know, it's...
Harvey, that was almost power off, wasn't it?
High rates with 30% expo. Doing a bit of slow flight now. Oh my word,
I told you you'd like it.
really is good. I'm just stunned.
The 50 is one of the best flying models I've got. And it's the huge amount of power it has because it's so efficient. And that's from level.
Yeah, crazy. Really efficient design, especially with that ducting. Right, let's try landing then. It should slow up nice in this wind. I did see a guy called Mario sent me a video. Nice, really nice of him to do that. And it is very slippery. So it took his took a very long approach for landing. So I'm going far out. I'm about on third throttle. amazed how well that flew. Right, just let me go and grab it.
Yep.
I'm a bit speechless, actually. That is one of the best things I've ever done. I don't build that many models, so to build something that's 3D printed and for it to fly that well on a maiden flight is absolutely amazing. So really, really impressed with that. So that's Dirk's Mega Shark. I think he's Wouters, Wouters.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Something like that. But I'll put the link for this design. So I didn't go with his hinging method. I just used 2 pin hinges, but I did use tape along the top and the bottom to reassure me. But my next step is just to paint this up in a nice red Ferrari scheme now, so that it flies so well, and put the green one together, and maybe myself and Nick will be bombing around with these. But wow, just amazing.
Mine's going to be in the Marlboro scheme, so we're going to try and keep them on F1 brand.
F1 brand.
Maybe the green one could be the 7-Up. The 7-Up car?
Sounds good.
That'd be quite good.
Sounds good. We'll do that. And transmitter for the first time. I need to learn a bit better where the trims are, but I got that sorted eventually. That was a bit high, and then looked down and trimmed it out properly, but flew brilliantly on a 6S 6000. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye. Superb. Jeez Wheeze. Ha ha! Beauty.